Welcome back, everybody, to the third part of a four-part thing that we do here on the For Real Movie Club. We are talking Phase 2 for Marvel, and we are now upward on the roller coaster that is Marvel with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Tony, your first thoughts on this film?
This is the best Marvel film out of all of them. God damn, I love this movie. I'm already just going to say it right here. 9.5 out of 10.
Join us on our next video as we talk about... Sam, what are your initial thoughts on Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
Well, I was really disappointed by, fuck it, I love
See, I should have went to the next video.
it. And I'm just gonna be like Tony right away also. I wrote this down already, 9.5 out of 10. Just god damn it, I love this movie.
So, when it comes to Marvel films, we've had this very superhero-type film genre, because they're superheroes. When you watch Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and this is where the Academy irritates the shit out of me, it doesn't feel like a superhero film. The only thing he does that's kind of superhero-ish is throw a damn shield and recover pretty quick. Tony, how are your thoughts on the way that this film differs from the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Well, as far as where it differs from where we were in Phase 2, this was good.
I was thinking the same thing.
Iron Man 3, damn it. Thor Dark World, damn it. Captain America Winter Soldier, holy fuck, this is good. They took a film that I didn't like the first Captain America a ton. I thought that it was very disappointing in a lot of different ways. Like, the relationship between Peggy and Cap was kind of forced, and there really wasn't as much of a backstory when it came to the adversarial qualities of Captain America and Red Skull. Like, they could have done more to build that up, and that was like the disappointing one out of Phase 1. That and Iron Man 2. Oh, and Incredible Hulk a little bit. But they kind of share that kind of range, and Captain America: The Winter Soldier was like, we're going to get those guys from Community. Love that show. But when people announced that the guys from Community are going to do this, I was like, shit, you should have gone with the Adjustment Bureau guy. And they knocked this shit out of the park. They made it a film that stands alone, and like you said, it doesn't need to be on the superhero spectrum. It's on just a political thriller. This is a better spy film than fucking Spy Games with Robert Redford, which is amazing, because it's like,
Right.
This is Captain America.
For a
They
second,
took-
I thought you were gonna say Spy Kids.
Which is probably better than that, too. I never saw that, though.
I don't know. Spy Kids is pretty awesome.
And a girl grew up. She got hot. So that's
Yeah,
one
she
positive. But, don't they have Machete in there?
They
Think
do.
so.
Winter Soldier, though, is so damn good when it comes to the political thriller thing, and it's a good superhero movie. It's just a good fucking movie, and it's really disappointing that they didn't at least give this a nomination for Best Adapted Screenplay, because this really deserved it.
Sam, what were your thoughts on how this movie differed from pretty much all the other movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Danger. I felt
Danger,
I
Will
felt-
Wilson.
I felt a sense of danger, the likes of which I did not feel in any of the previous movies. I felt like at any moment, even though the logical half of me is like, there's no way they're killing Captain America, there's that part of me that's like, oh fuck, he's gonna fucking kill him. Like, the sense of danger was real enough that in the moment of watching it, I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. Like, somebody's gonna fucking just blow someone's head off, and I'm not gonna see it coming. Now, it did have some bad qualities that keep it from being like a 10. But if those poor qualities are only keeping you from being a 10, I think they're forgiven enough for how good this movie is.
What we haven't done here in Phase 2 is talk about the cast, because most of the other films brought the same cast from their previous movies over to the next one. But what Captain America: The Winter Soldier did was it established new characters that will be seen in future films here in the Marvel Universe. It reestablished Bucky Barnes, but as the Winter Soldier. It established Sam Wilson as Falcon. It kind of gave more depth to Kobe Smulders as Maria Hill. It introduced Sharon Carter, and we had the introduction of Robert Redford for a character that I firmly believe should have been the Red Skull at the end of it. But Hugo Weaving's a dick. Tony, what did you think about all the new additions that came on to Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
Well, back in the mid 2000s and stuff, when what was it, 2008 when Iron Man came out?
Yep.
Yes.
I left that movie theater and I said, when are they going to bring Abed in? No, the downside to this is I think Sharon Carter, I don't think that she holds her weight as much, and maybe that's a little bit in the script, maybe it's a little bit more so in the actress, the choice that they got, Emily Van Camp. I think they could have gone with somebody stronger, and I think that they could have hit her a little bit stronger too. That's actually pretty much the only thing that I make it have that 9.5 out of the 10 is because she doesn't play that big of a part. But Sam Wilson is great. Falcon is a dumb fucking character. I'm going to say that right now. Like, I don't care if he's got lineage for his race when it comes to, like, well, he's one of the most prominent black superheroes out there and stuff. That's great. I'm perfectly fine with that. That's not the reason why the Falcon character is dumb in the comics. I don't care what it is. It's because he's the fucking Falcon. He talks to a Falcon and he's got wings. I don't give a shit. I don't really care about Angel from X-Men either. And he's total opposite, kind of like he's a dick and he's poster boy Nazism, white guy, blonde hair kind of a thing. Like, I just don't like characters that boil down to, wow, they can fly? And when you go to the crazier method of, like, a bright red suit and he's got an actual falcon bird and stuff, like, he always seemed like a weird sidekick to Cap. But in this movie, they ground him in the reality. They make him a character who's interesting, who's fun, funny. One of the best parts about this film is the fact that they can keep everybody and balance a lot of the elements in a way that I love when movies do, where they reference things from before. And the introduction of this film is, the relationship with Sam Wilson and Steve, and they perfectly keep that going. They've got 2 references from the very first scene in the very last scene with where he tells him on your left. That thing is paid off so well with him waking up in the bed and on your left. Like, I got goosebumps in the theater at that point because I'm like, they did it. Yes, that's so great. And with Trouble Man playing in the background. I never knew that this song existed and whatever, but Sam Wilson's character brings it up, and it seems like the type of thing that he would be fond of. And, they really they hit the nail on the head. They're taking a character that really is not the best in the world and making him somebody who is very entertaining. And thankfully they did that with everybody. I mean, Bucky takes a step up in this, and they're able to work in Black Widow in a way that makes her far more interesting than she was in any of the other films. She actually has a backstory in this, and Maria gets some shit to do. Fury even gets some shit to do. That car scene?
Oh my god.
So they know what they're doing with these characters, and that's why when they announced that the Russo brothers were going to direct the next 2 installments of Avengers, I have no question whatsoever they'll be able to handle them.
And Civil War.
Yeah, that's right, and Civil War. So you got, dozens of characters in these movies, and these people can do it.
Just don't pull a Joss Whedon.
Yeah, don't get all pissed off and basically quit.
Sam, what were your thoughts on the new additions to the cast and the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole?
I actually liked Sharon Carter. I thought like she was just sprinkled. That's all it was. She wasn't too important to the plot. She was just a little bit extra on top that you knew who she was, even though they never said it. But the times that they hinted at who she was, you're like, that's gonna pay off, like in the next Captain America movie, and I can't wait. I liked Rumlow and the Strike Team. I thought it was really cool that we're gonna see like the beginnings of Crossbones. I loved Pierce. Like this whole like, I've said it before, like my favorite kind of villain is the one who thinks they're the good guy. and he really, truly believed that this twisted plot was going to bring about, like, peace on Earth. And that was like, you can't fight ideology. You can fight with your fist, but you can't fight an idea.
Yeah, Batroc.
Batroc was really cool. I even like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people got pissed off. Like, how is he a match for Captain America? I was like, at what point in that fight was he a match for Captain America?
And he's
Like,
George St. Pierre. Like,
right. Like, okay, he kicked him a few times, and then he got his ass beat. like people were saying, like, he shouldn't have been able to do that. I'm like, when Captain America takes his mask off and talks back to you in French, shit's about to go down. As far as the other characters go, I did like the car chase. I remember sitting in the theater thinking it was really funny that the announcer for Ancient Aliens was the AI in Fury's car.
he was?
I was just, yeah, I was expecting it to be like, Director Fury, turn left at the upcoming road. Just like the Ancient Aliens that helped man.
It seems like it's some kind of Hydra threat.
But oh my god, I hated the fact that Fury actually lived. Oh, that pissed me off. But other than that, like, I liked everything else. I liked Black Widow chemistry. I liked the chemistry with Falcon. Everything was really cool. But man, did that Fury death, not really death, just piss me off.
I was going to move on to some facts, but I got to ask why. Because Nick Fury dies, quote unquote, dies all the time.
Because in the comics, yes. But this isn't the comics.
Yeah.
This is the beginning still. It's phase 2. We're now into the second chunk of Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has there been a character that has died but not died?
Twice.
A lot more than that.
Oh, 3, Bucky.
Thor supposedly died in the first Thor film when the Destroyer hit him. Then he didn't die. Iron Man has supposedly died and not died. Captain America has supposedly died and not died. And yeah, they're the main characters. It makes sense that they're not actually dead. But even side characters, like, other than Jensen and Frigga, I can't actually think of a character that actually died.
Good old
like
friggin'.
Up to this point, at least. Like, Pepper didn't actually die, and they made you think she died. Bucky didn't die, and they made you think he died.
Loki had a cop-out twice.
Yeah, Loki's had cop-outs. It just, at what point is...
Selvig
like,
keeps staying alive.
Yeah, I won't spoil Age of Ultron, because this isn't that podcast. But there is obviously a death. Everybody knows there's going to be a fucking death. Fine. But I'm just waiting for, like, another movie, that character to pop up. Because I can't believe there's going to be death anymore. And this kind of proved it. Like, now I can't believe if a character that's not an Avenger is in a life-threatening situation, there's going to be a part of me that's not buying it now.
Man, you're going to be pissed when they kill Tony Stark. To give some facts about Captain America the Winter Soldier, it was released April 4th here in the States, a week earlier, because again, like I said in the past 2 movies, Walt Disney hates the people that made them. The budget was $170 million, and it did a lot better than Thor did when it got $714.8 million back. So, same budget, did better than Thor.
Goes to show you make a good movie, you get good results. Absolutely.
I guarantee you the Civil War is going to be... It could be a fucking flop, but it'll probably do great because the names are attached to it. With a runtime of 136 minutes. So, we've gone through the characters. We talked about the difference between this Marvel movie compared to every other Marvel movie out there. Pretty much, I need to know right now, Tony, high point, low point, sum it up, final thoughts, and you said 9.5, so there's no need to rank it.
I love pretty much every single thing about this movie from top to bottom. I loved the addition of Peggy Carter in that one scene with the Alzheimer's, which was just amazing. I love the symbolism of Cap falling into the water at the end with the music that's playing. That's the music is even fucking great in this. It's just awesome. The opening action sequence is Captain America being a fucking badass. Entire thing is great, and I really can't think of a single thing bad about the movie that is in the movie. The only thing bad about it is the fact that it didn't get that Academy Award nomination.
Sam, what were your high point, low point, and final thoughts on Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
High point, all of it. I like Tony said, like this movie is practically flawless. I loved 95% of what I saw, and that's why I gave it a 9.5. Like about 95% of the movie was amazing. Low point for me. This is being nitpicky. The low point is going to be the expositional monologue of the scientist, the German scientist. What was his name?
Zola?
Zola. That it was very expositional. That the only purpose of it was to basically talk to the audience.
Well, he says he's stalling.
Right.
So that missile's coming,
Right. So, like, I forgive it. But if I have to pick a low, it would have to be there. But, yeah. And I was a little disappointed because I really thought, because we already knew that it was going to be Age of Ultron was going to be the second Avengers movie at this point. I really thought Project Insight was Ultron when I first saw this. I thought it was going to be like his beginnings. And I just got to throw it out there that I really loved the Doctor Strange name drop. That was really
cool. That was cool.
Well, there you have. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was also going to say, because I've seen a lot of this happen online, that they're saying like, oh, well, if he said Doctor Strange or Stephen Strange is a threat to Hydra, he already must be the Sorcerer Supreme. Like, he doesn't need to have an origin story in the Doctor Strange movie. But they're saying that line is proof that he's already the Sorcerer Supreme. I just want to bring up to people that Jasper Sitwell says after that, a threat to Hydra, now or in the future. So he might not have been the Sorcerer Supreme at this point, but Project Insight knew that he'd be a threat down the line.
Yeah, they read the comics.
Well, there you have it. That's Captain America: The Winter Soldier here on the For Real Movie Club. The next and final film for Phase 2 is the highest grossing and the one that went out on a limb. See what I did there? It's kind of a nod to Tony and Groot. So stick around, click the next YouTube video as we roll into the Guardians of the Galaxy.